good morning. It's a Sunday morning early and I've got a terrible allergy today. So I wouldn't normally be making videos. I don't normally like to be on videos at all, but I thought I would on this one because I do believe that today we are going to do something quite special today. And we're not going to live it, we're not going to do anything because we have to keep this a super secret. And by the time that you see this video, then you will actually know what it's about. I have a weird thing that's appeared on my screen. What we're going to do today is we're going to spend a little bit of time in Ginny's home studio, and I'm going to explain why we're in the home studio today. There is a reason for that. And it's to do with coronavirus, the big coronavirus, where we can't get out, and we've got something that's a little bit time sensitive that we'd like to get going on. And I'm going to explain the process today and what we're doing and what I am and what I'm not, which is a very important thing about this, the system and the setup, and we're going to see whether we can actually achieve something today, which will be maybe yes, maybe no. So I'm going to go through it all with you. Hi, my name's Steve Bell. I'm the producer and manager of Ginny Vee. So as you'll see, we're actually in Ginny's home studio today, which is because of the coronavirus. We can't get out to the main studio where we'd normally go to record vocals. Today, hopefully we're going to make a piece of history. We are going to try and lay down the vocals at home, which we wouldn't normally do. Stress this again, we really wouldn't normally do this at home, to lay down master vocals for tracks. But we're on a bit of a time crunch and we just don't know when we're going to get into the main studio. So we are going to lay down the vocals today for the official remake of Flashdance, What a Feeling by Irene Cara.
So today, very exciting, I will be recording some vocals for a song I've been loving all my life. I'm in my home studio and we're gonna try and lay down some vocals. Normally I go to a studio in the center of Rome, recording with Simone Asilo, a GHS studio, but today we're gonna try and do it at home because we've been quarantined. We're in Italy, so we have to stay home in this particular moment, and I'm ready to sing a great song, which is the song from Flashdance, What a Feeling of Irene Cara.
So the other night I was listening to the amazing song by Kygo that he's taken Whitney Houston's vocals and he's put it onto the track by Steve Winwood of Higher Love in a new mix. I just thought, wow, what an amazing sound, what an amazing piece of music. And all the time that I was listening to it, I could just hear in my head Flashdance by Irene Cara, and I don't know why. So I went and looked at the old Flashdance video on YouTube. That's where we find most of our music, is on YouTube, to go and see these things. There was just the same vibe in my head. I could hear the same sort of music in my head. So I contacted Ginny's EDM producer. So we work with a phenomenal group of people at Subside Records and Vanny Georgilli, and they've done all of Ginny's dance work in the past, EDM, dance pop work in the past, Give Me Dynamite and Love Strong that she produced with Steve Manovsky. And Vanny just does an amazing job of bringing those two elements together. And I said to Vanny, you know, do you think we could do a cover of Flashdance? And he said, I think I can go one better. And he went off, he knows the owner of the rights, and he came back and said, yeah, not only can we do a remake, not a cover, which is very important for Ginny, that she does do a remake, not just a cover, but we've been really lucky to get Irene Cara's original vocals that we are going to use on that track with Ginny. So it's going to be Ginny Vee featuring Irene Cara, which is just mind-blowing for both of us. They're some of the most iconic vocals that have ever been recorded. If you think about it, they were Academy Award-winning vocals, they were Grammy Award-winning vocals. The song was a major hit all over the world. And it's a little bit nerve-wracking because you're taking a piece of history and you're going to try and remake a piece of history, and that you know, you could really upset a lot of people with that. So we're going to try and do our best not to. We're going to try and do homage to that original track, but to give it a new 2020 flavour in the style and in the feel of Kygo.
So the song I'm going to record today was recorded before I was born, a few years before I was born. And I remember watching the movie. I remember watching it and thinking when I was little how amazing, and I remember falling in love with the actual song. I've been influenced a lot by the 80s sounds and the artists from the late 80s, the 90s, because that's what I grew up with. I grew up with Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Irene Cara, a lot of great artists, and doing this today for me is such an honor. And I really can't believe, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm still in the bubble, like, am I really doing this, or is just, I don't know, I'm dreaming about it, so I'm so excited. So in my musical career, I've been touching different fields. I've been touching EDM and pop, which are my favorites. And I've been working with amazing producers and Subset Record with Vanni Giorgili for the EDM world. I've been doing some great songs with amazing producers in UK like Steve Manovsky, that worked also with Sigala. We've been doing together Give Me Dynamite, Love Strong, and I was amazed by the quality and the sounds of the EDM world. When it comes to writing songs on my own, I feel more comfortable writing using a pop language, because it's probably the way I grew up with, the singers that I grew up with, the influences that I had. So I have these two completely different styles inside myself that I'm very comfortable with both. And that's why I really love jumping from one style to the other, because I can feel myself in both.
So, as I say, normally what we do in the studio here at home is that we throw down some basic piano chords, we throw down some basic beats, and just want to show you that because I'm not a pianist, I'm actually quite useless music in terms of actually playing it. You see, I've actually had to write the chords on the piano keys here because I'm not good. I can play a guitar a little bit, but I just can't play the piano. But what we've got today is we've got 2 tracks loaded into the Logic Pro, and one of them is it's the background music that the producer has made for this, and he did this in 24 hours. It's amazing. I hope you can hear some of this, but it's just got an amazing feeling. Won't spoil it too much for now at the beginning. But what we also have, which is the amazing thing, is that I'm only going to give you 2 seconds of this. You'll hear how this goes with the vocals and what we're going to record Ginny onto.
First, when there's nothing but a slow glowing dream.
Wow. So this song, we're really excited to do this, and we are going to, Ginny's going to definitely lay down great vocals, and I'm probably going to make a complete mess of it, and we'll try our best, and if not, we'll get Simone on the call and Roberto on the call, and they'll try and give me as much help as they can for me to try and optimise it.
So the challenges we're gonna have recording these vocals, we might get some very good vocals, and at some point you'll hear because unfortunately we have 9 chickens in a garden and they are free range, so if I turn the camera you're probably going to see them outside the window. I'm gonna show them to you later. And so that will be maybe one of the challenges. I'm sure it's gonna happen, that I'll lay down a really good vocals for one of the verses, and then Steve, the producer, and also my husband will say, we have to do it again. We heard Fluffy singing. So I hope it's not gonna happen.
So one of the challenges that we're going to have today, this is not a studio, this is home, and it's one of the problems is our floor, number one, is made of tiles. The walls are very bare, but it's quite minimalist of what we have in the house. So, as you can hear, it's a little bit echoey, and one of the challenges that we do have in this room is that we get a lot of reflections and a lot of echo, so it may be a complete washout today, but we'll see. We'll try and do everything we can possibly. There are some features on the Aston Spirit that are quite good. There's like an 80 kilohertz roll off at the bottom that can help with that, and we've got one of these sort of like shield things that go around. Hopefully we'll try and reduce some reflections.
When I do a cover, I'm not too concerned of what am I going to do with it, the material, so how am I going to go with the vocals, if I'm going to make some changes, because I'm allowed to. I'm doing a cover, I'm making personal as much as possible. But when you do a remake, you have to be careful when you touch it. So how many differences you're going to put in the melody and things, because you don't want to go too far, you don't want to ruin it, you know. You don't want to ruin the feeling and the vibes that the song is giving you with the way it was created in the first place. And you don't want to upset the fan of the song also. So it's a bit scary to do something like this, and it's a great challenge, and I can't wait to start.